nobody wants to punch in for somebody else. Like, I'm smart too. Why I gotta work for you? I got good ideas. Why I gotta work for you? I think this generation has that attitude where they want to like do it on their own for real. They want to like work for themselves. They don't want to keep punching in. At first, they were calling us lazy, but then we got older, and then it was like, we're not lazy. We just don't want to do what you do. We don't want to do what you want us to do.
People and kids are saying when they're younger, hey, I see this guy, I want to be a YouTuber, I want to be an influencer, you know, I want to basically be famous on YouTube, I want to game all day, you know, from my room and make a bunch of money. So, you know, they do definitely look up to these people as like mentors and kind of celebrities as well.
I feel like it's a good and bad thing. More people want to be independent, work for themselves, make their own money. And yeah, they are. But I just wish that the youth could get the real side of it, so they won't, you know, so they can understand what is really a career. I don't feel like a career is anything where like, I don't feel like you can consider it a career. If the internet shut down tomorrow, and your career ends, that shouldn't be considered a career.
We generally had this kind of process of marketing where it was one-way communication, right? So where an advertiser or a radio station will have some type of advertising brand communication and the consumer just receives that information, right? And then the brand has no other contact with the consumer after that. Now with social media, it allows for a two-way conversation. So it allows for consumers to not only receive a message from the brand or from the company, but now consumers can reply back. And so you have this two-way conversation going on where you get to understand and listen in what customers think about your brand, what they're interested in buying. You're able to gain more information about their buying habits and collect more data. You're able to just engage in this ongoing pattern of communication that didn't exist before. And most of these social media platforms are either free or very cheap costing. And so it's just a more efficient and effective way of marketing. And so any company, whether small or large, is able to benefit from that. So you're able to release a message on, like say if it's Twitter or Instagram, on a free platform, right? And have potentially millions of people receive it all at the same time. You couldn't even do that with television, you know, which is probably one of the more popular advertising mediums prior to social media, right? And then, you have internet marketing, so you had internet ads before that. But social media has such a more effective and efficient effect just to reach a large amount of people in a very quick amount of time. And then in addition to that, consumers have the ability to amplify your message to other consumers. So the concept of retweeting or sharing or reposting on these various social media sites, it allows consumers to almost be brand ambassadors without you having to pay them, just because they like a message you send out. Right, so that allows a brand or a company to benefit as well. So that's additional free marketing essentially, right? So that's just some of the benefits of social media that companies are able to benefit from, and that's why they choose to utilize that form of marketing.
Social media has definitely become the plug for business, I think, because everybody's on there. I think that, you know, like literally anything that's like making money nowadays is on social media, from clothing to small businesses. Like Instagram is a big one, Facebook is low-key a big one. YouTube actually makes a lot of money too. You get a lot of money from the views on there. But definitely social media is definitely taking over like business. Like if you don't have your business on social media, it's probably not prospering unless you've been around for a while. Like if you're new, I think you should be on, you know, social media, because your stuff travels faster. Like news travels faster on social media. Everything travels faster on social media. So for people like, you know, say you got like a clothing line, if you just like walk around with your stuff, you're gonna make an impact. But like if you put your stuff on like one of these Instagram models and then she posts on Instagram, you probably make a lot of money in a shorter amount of time.
I believe that there is this trend. It's the very beginning of social media. We're like 5 or 10 years into this. You know, we can't ask our parents, you know, what they did for a job with social media. We are creating this new era, this new opportunity. So you're seeing a lot of influencers and a lot of brands and people starting online businesses and using social media to make the money, to get the traffic, and to basically create that for a job for them.
We the Wave is definitely gonna have a .com. Only because I feel like social media is good, but there are certain things that I feel like it's limited to. I don't think that there's look at Instagram. You get 3 line spacing, you can't change that format. You know what I'm saying? So with a website, I can put all of my services and you can click them. You can only put but so many links in your bio on Instagram or Twitter. So it's so definitely a website, definitely a .com. To make yourself more professional. It comes off more professional. I don't think that social media has just yet been taken as something that is serious. It's still a kid thing, kids are on it. I don't think it's evolved to oh, you have Instagram, that's real business right there. No, you kind of need a website, a business card, and all that other good stuff. So
I think social media career is a great thing. You can help a lot of businesses. Like if you're an influencer, you can display their product on your page, help them get more sales, get that product to more people that help them, and you get paid for that. So 3 people basically win in that. Being a social media co-founder, it's also a great business to be in. I'm allowed to help a lot of people. I'm allowed to get people more sales. I'm allowed to get people more awareness and attention. I get to make money off doing it. It's passive income, so it's great. It allows me to have freedom and free time to do what I want, build it up more, interact with more people, and try to help more people grow their business, brand, product, or service.
I think that is whack that people are becoming famous off of just their looks. They can take a picture and then they'll blow up on social media and get all this money for nothing. They don't have an occupation.
I don't know. It's kind of I'm on both sides of the fence now. I think of because it's a beautiful thing seeing people make money off themselves. If you're really making money off yourself out here, off Instagram, holding the button for 15 seconds, salute. That's what's up. That's lit. You know what I'm saying? Just have more than one source of income.
I wouldn't really say it's whack. I think it's kind of cool, certain careers, but a lot of them, photography and rapping, I guess it's kind of sustainable, but modeling, you're not really gonna have your looks forever, so it's kind of short-lived in a sense.
But it definitely gives people a big misconception. But in the same token, being famous or whatever on Instagram, people don't take it lightly. Because people look at me with amazement all the time, oh my God, how did you do that? You know what I'm saying? So I don't think everybody thinks it's easy, but the people that's trying to do it, they know that it's not. But the people outside looking in, they say somebody 50 years old, they don't care about 50,000 followers. They don't think you worked hard for that. They don't think that's hard work. You know what I'm saying?
It's cool to see that you can do, you can do stuff that you like and you don't have to go to college and you can get paid for it.
That's why I always tell people you get what you get certain things from school, but you're supposed to get something great. It's what you get from it. But you're supposed to take away something great from it, whether it's in the classroom or outside the classroom. College is a phenomenal place. And that's why I just try to tell kids, you don't have nothing else to do, just go.
people on Instagram are making more money than people that went to college. So there's some people that are still in school, that don't have the money that it's sad, but you went to college for 8 years and you make this much money, and that little girl is literally just pretty as heck, and she wears wigs and eyelashes and makeup and travels the world taking pictures, and she makes more money than you. Yeah, Instagram success is just as legit. Success is success. You make it, you make it. You can't really throw shade because somebody didn't, go to school, or they didn't, get this job over here. No, it's the same. It's just the same. It's actually just as impressive to me, because all the drama that goes on social media, all the negative stuff that goes on social media, you're putting yourself out there to millions of people, and it's hi, here I am, and they have an opportunity to shit on you, and be but it's you made it though. You're making money off of it. So yeah, Instagram success is dope to me, and I look at it the same as traditional success.
I would say it's a trend of lost people, because ain't nobody getting paid on Instagram. Anybody trying to get followers on Instagram, they're not getting paid. If you on that YouTube wave and all that, yeah, salute to you, you actually getting paid. But as far as this Instagram, all that fame and all that, they're not getting paid. They broke. All your favorite people to follow are broke. Your favorite model is broke. The flashy rapper, he's broke. But that's how they feel like they gotta come up. You gotta fake it till you make it. And that's been working, sad to say. But like I said earlier, people would rather have clout than anything. And so, yeah, I feel like it is a trend. It's a clout trend. People do whatever they need for clout. You see it every day. Just a bunch of followers. Social media's created real followers.
I'll be frank. I do judge people. Not in a, like, I don't want to do it in a condescending way, but if you're like posting a bunch of pictures like scandally clad, then I'm going to judge you for that. And also like what you post on social media. Like if you post a bunch of like videos just of you smoking weed on social media, I'm just gonna think about your judgment and if I should really be hanging out with you as much as I do, or vice versa. So yeah.
This is why I advise people to separate their personal page from their business page. If you run a certain type of business, like if you're like a, let's say you're a rapper, then no. Radio personality, then no. But like if you have a small business and you want to be taken serious, I advise you separate the two, because people have this thing where they don't want to be a part of whatever you're doing because they're judging you. But your business may be completely different. Like, and I don't know how to say it. My business is very organized. It's very, like clean cut, but I'm a rugged looking dude. You see what I'm saying? My business is very smooth, very clean cut looking. I'm a rugged dude. So it's a big contrast. So social media kind of allows me to make friends with people that most likely wouldn't talk to me if they seen me. You know what I mean? That most likely wouldn't give me the chance or the time of day to say what I have to say. And you always know who that person is when you meet them, because they're like, wow, this is the guy that was DMing me. Didn't know that. And sometimes that rubs me wrong, but sometimes it feels good. But social media is definitely good for that.
The kids treat me different because of my following. The kids, you know what I'm saying, you kind of get some kids' attention if you tell them how many followers you have. The kids are all about clout these days. That's what social media has created. A world where you feel like all you need is clout. Clout is more important than money to kids. Well, not, when I say kids, I say anybody younger than me. My whole generation, we kids too, but people would rather have clout. More people ask me to follow them back than to tell me something that could really help. They just ask me, hey, follow me back. They'd rather have that, you know what I'm saying? You send me a DM to get my attention and you only ask me to follow me back. They'd rather have that than knowledge. I got a lot of knowledge, you know what I'm saying? It's not by luck. I'm 25 years old, entrepreneur of the year, with a successful business. But they don't care about that. They want to be famous. They want to say that I follow them. They don't want to say that I help them out or they work with me.
They don't see that we've been working for 3 years to build up to where we're at now, and a lot of people just want that instant overnight success or that instant overnight views or instant overnight money or instant overnight popularity, but they don't realize that organically growing anything, it takes time, whether you're growing.
Some people actually do work for it, and some people get lucky, like this YouTuber I watched, started rapping and it wasn't like really working. Then the new game came out called Fortnite and he started playing that and now he's like blowing up on YouTube.
So the goal is to have an audience. Once you have an audience, the show starts. You gotta be calculated. You can't just like spontaneously just put BS on your page or like do a whole bunch of nothing. You have to be very calculated with who you work with, why you work with them, and then present it to people on social media the proper way.
Because hot is hot, period. You can buy an ad and it won't be hot and people won't care about the ad. People scroll right past it. But if you buy an ad and it's hot, then people are just becoming aware of something hot. You know what I'm saying? They was gonna get to it eventually. If it's hot, it's gonna burn on fire, it's gonna blaze. So Instagram, I don't see anything wrong with that because all that filters out anyway. You know what I'm saying? It's only so far you can push corner.
They got like good promotion on Instagram now. Really, really good promotion. Like I think for like $5 you can reach a certain amount of people. I think that's dope. And then you can always see like your results too. So as a business owner, being able to see being able to see my progress is dope.
You can have your own opinions on what's talent and what's not talent, but like posting something online is still a part of the process. There's always a process to everything. Nobody becomes famous overnight. Like I'll carry messages. Nobody becomes famous overnight. And I think social media has just allowed people to work smarter and not harder. And so I don't think this idea, that doesn't represent a strong work ethic, I think is like not right. Like working smarter is part of having a good work ethic. And I think social media just kind of alleviates that process to release content. Versus like 20 years ago, 25 years ago, if you had a movie script and you wanted to shoot that movie, right? Once you shot that movie, you would have to like pitch it to different companies. Maybe fly to LA and New York and pitch it to different companies to get it distributed. Now you can just post that online, right? That just makes that process to distributing a film or work of art a lot quicker and a lot easier. That's a smarter way to work. It kind of takes out some steps. Also takes out some funding that's necessary, some capital that's needed. But it just makes the process a lot. It makes the process different than it was 20, 25 years ago. And I don't think that means that people don't have a strong work ethic. Like, I don't think that stereotype is completely true.
But literally my point is that I got on Instagram and I was inspired. I saw something that was very inspirational, and when I looked at it over and over again and saw how it was done, I was able to like extract information that I could use for myself to run my own business.
I feel like, if anything, it has broadened the horizons. So, back when we only seen, firefighters, lawyers, doctors, now there's way more occupations because of the internet and because of Instagram. People that, and we see people all doing it all the time, excelling in, beauty industry, advertising, comedy, things like that. It definitely gives you that platform. It's people that started, it's people that started their careers from downloading the app.